Well, hello and welcome to Talking Leeds. First of all, welcome back, George. We had a bit of a break over the festive period, didn't we? It's 2025. The January transfer window has been open 9 days. Leeds United have been extremely quiet. It's dry January, but George, did you enjoy the festivities of Christmas? And Happy New Year to you.
Well, Happy New Year to you, Aaron. It feels like a while since we came on. And good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good night, and good early hours of the morning, whoever is listening, wherever you're listening to. Happy New Year to everybody. It's 2025, like you said, Aaron. Did I enjoy the festive period? It came and went, as it always does. What about yourself? You were complaining and moaning about the price of your turkey. Did you get your turkey in the end?
Yes, we did. It's all the dog ate most of it, but yeah.
Oh man! And for how much it was, the dog had it. The dog had it.
Yeah, well, she did. Yeah, they both did. The price of turkeys is ridiculous. Glad it's all over. I don't want to see a roast dinner for a while, if I'm being honest.
Well, until the next year. How many days is it? I don't know. 360 something, 350 odd probably, but I don't know. But there you go. Christmas is upon us now, and Happy New Year.
Yeah. Do you know what, George? First of all, I know because you're furious already at Leeds United. I know you are. You're absolutely furious, as you always are, about the world of Leeds United. Obviously, I've been on with Jerry over the last couple of weeks as well. We've been catching up with doing the match reactions and stuff like that. And George, first of all, what were your thoughts really with the festive period? Because I'm going to give you mine. I don't think it's been too bad. Yes, I completely understand why people are losing their rags over Arron Mellier, a 3-3 against Hull. I get that. Me and Jerry did that live as well, a live on the spot one. And it was just, what are your thoughts on the festive points return? Because in my opinion, it's not too bad. It could be worse.
How many games did we play? How was it? 4?
Unbeaten, George.
So we're unbeaten, but I mean, that's putting a gloss on it, isn't it? Really, we're 8 points. Those 2 draws. I mean, look at Jimbo. He's already Mellier. Easter eggs are in the shops. Everybody get the chocolate eggs in. Happy New Year to you, Clive. But look. It's not good enough, really, to be quite honest. And you can say, yes, so right, we're unbeaten. And
what's not good enough? Is it because I want to have this out with you, George, if I'm being honest, because obviously you want Farke out. You're still in that camp adamantly, you're still stubborn and you want the guy to go.
Yeah.
We were 3-1 up against Hull. We should have won that. I completely understand. Yes, I was frustrated with that draw. However, it's another error from Mellier. Why does Daniel Farke have to pay the price for Mellier's errors?
Because he's the manager, mate. He's the manager.
He is, but but that doesn't mean anything because he hasn't made that mistake.
Yeah, but he's the man to take the fall, isn't it, at the end of the day? And I think a lot of people are a little bit frustrated with what he's come out and said today. I haven't heard, but I've kind of got the odd bits of it, and he's sort of backed Mellier, hasn't he? He loves Mellier. I don't know. Has he got something over Mr. Farke as Mellier? I don't know. Has he got naughty pictures of him or something like that? In some kind of compromising way. It would seem so.
Yeah, you're right. Jimbo's saying there, he's in the comments there saying pick Mellier, could pick Darlow, could pick Cairns. There's all those difficult games. However, not one of those are better than Arron Mellier at the moment.
No, but look, I mean,
Darlow's going to play the cup on Saturday.
Yeah, Darlow will play Saturday.
He was always doing that.
Yeah, I'm frustrated, Aaron, that the cup game has come now because I think all of us on Saturday when we went 3-1 up and everybody was saying it. You guys were saying it. Lou was saying it as well in the chat there that thank goodness we've got the FA Cup game to now we can have a bit of a rest and relax a bit, and that's the complete opposite now from that result that hit on Saturday was like. But heck, we could have done with a league game to get it out of our system,
Yeah, but you're always going to have changes against Harrogate in the FA Cup. Leeds will not play their full strength side. We know that. And to be honest, I'm not bothered about the cup. I don't think anybody is. But it seems to me that the goalkeeping issue here has become a real story of our season so far. He's had howlers. There's no doubt about it. But statistically, he's still the best goalkeeper in the division. Statistically.
Well, by clean sheets wise, but he isn't getting tested enough. And I think you look at the
is that the reason for these howlers? Because he's not busy. When I watch him at Ellen Road, the guy does all this.
He does,
his hands, he skips around. The poor kid's bored.
Yeah, well, he is.
If I was playing in goal, I'd be bored stiff.
Yeah, but you've got to be switched on when it comes in. I mean, that mistake against Hull City was unforgivable, really. It was unforgivable. The ball was basically over the bar, and he's fetched it. He's fetched it back.
I'm going to defend him here, George. And we've got to look at this because, I completely understand. I completely agree with you, what you're saying. He should have just got it over the bar, get out of the danger and move on. However, look at the performance of Meslier overall so far this season. He's made some fantastic saves for us, and he's made some fantastic howlers. You can't win. He's like Marmite. People love him, people hate him. And the goalkeeper is one of the most difficult positions on the pitch. When something goes wrong, the spotlight is on you, and it always is. Same with strikers. If they miss sitters, the spotlight's on you.
Oh, it's always going to be on him.
Always going to be.
It is. But yeah, he's made some really good saves, and I'm not. Look, he's made some really, really high-profile mistakes.
But look at what Clive's just said here, and this is a great point. He thinks Meslier has gained us more points than he's lost us.
And he probably, look, he's made some very important saves. He has made some.
You want the kid gone. Number one, who's going to buy him? And I don't see why Daniel Farke has to pay the price of his job for that.
I don't.
George.
No, I don't care what happens to the goalkeeper now. Personally, I don't care if he stays. I don't care if he goes. I feel like they need better quality, because that to me, you're bored in goal, you're not getting your thing. But when you have the opportunity to save it, you're not saving it. That just says he's not a good goalkeeper. He needs to be switched on. Why are you not switched on? I could have saved that. The damn houseplant could have saved that shot that went in, that free kick or whatever it was. What was that? You know what I mean? The ball was nearly over the bar. All he had to do was tip it over or catch it, and it was done. We won that game. And I was screaming at the telly. We won the damn game. We won the game. I was screaming. The game was won. The game was won. And that was even at 3-2. You knew exactly what was coming. You knew exactly.
Well, dare I read the WhatsApps from you? Dare I read them? The evidence I have on you, I won't read them because it's not past the watershed. Dare I read them? We should create a new feature, by the way, of George's rants on WhatsApp and features. Read them back.
Because I was wearing an old shirt and I just went, oh, and then it just started to rip open and I just thought, oh, sod it. I was going to rip it open because I was so frustrated. I was so frustrated. It was just like, what on earth have you done? And that was even at 3-2 because you knew exactly what was coming. And to be fair, people dig out Meslier, and he made a horrible error. I think from that third goal as well. I don't even remember it really. But I think he probably could have done a little bit better also. But it was the defence. Even at 3-1 up, we didn't look comfortable at all. And yet Hull, and you've got to give, I know we're digging out our team, but you've got to give quite a lot of credit to Hull City, really, for keeping going at 9 minutes left against somehow top of the league. You're 3-1 down and you still keep going for it. Fair play to them. I thought they actually looked kind of dangerous on the day, you know, when they even at 3-1 down, really. But yeah. Look, I'm not bothered what happens to the goalkeeper, really. I just, you know, is it Farke that needs to pay for his job? I think Daniel Farke really.
I completely agree. I just want to touch on what some of these the comments, because there's loads of comments coming in. Please do keep them coming in. I like what Kamal said there. Get a mannequin out of the club shop and a kit and stick it in goal if he's played down for the next league game against Sheffield Wednesday. Interestingly, though, George, having a bit of a debate here with what Clive's saying in the comments. The corner of free kick shouldn't have been conceded, but the players who did have not been criticised.
Yeah.
What about that, George? Because it's easy to say that the goalkeeper should have made those saves, but the free kick and the corner kick and the first, like we said, the Hull City first goal, which we conceded, that was a defensive chaos.
Yeah, all the way.
What was Meslier supposed to do? Just stand on his line? What was he supposed to do?
That wasn't really his fault, but I think all the way through the game, from what I saw, Leeds United were just all at sea defensively. They just could not seem to.
So why aren't we having a go at Ampadu? Why aren't we having a go at Warburg? Why aren't we having a go at Rodon?
Well, believe me, I was at every single one of them on Saturday afternoon.
Not one Leeds United fan has said anything about those players. It's been straight on Meslier.
Because I think Mellier's, obviously, like you say, the Meslier mistake just gets highlighted.
But those mistakes, but Meslier wouldn't have made those mistakes if those defensive players had done their job better.
It's very true, but you know, like you said, that you know, Aaron, if you know, it's
and therefore, why should Daniel Farke have to suffer losing his job for that?
Well, look, yeah, but at the end of the day,
it's
players make individual errors, but we don't win points. At the end of the day, you know what football's about, Aaron. The manager will cop it if the results aren't right, and it doesn't matter who's responsible on the pitch for it. At the end of the day, you cannot sack the players. You know, unfortunately, you cannot sack them. So the manager will
sack the manager, George. We're top of the bloody league.
Yeah, but only just. Come on.
I mean, come on. Look at the facts. Football is a factual game. It's a factual business. Leeds United somehow, as you've just said, are top of the championship. They're 1 point clear of third place, or whatever it is. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's.
If you'd have said to me when we started this podcast on the Thursday, the 9th of January, Leeds United will be top of the championship after Christmas, 1 point clear. January transfer window has just opened. I'd have bitten your head off. It's a good point because we need to be strengthening. But that's the facts. We're top of the league. We've got a 1 point cushion, +1 with the goal difference. You'd probably argue. So I give it 2. What are we panicking about? What's the issue?
But yeah, but it's
we should be. I completely agree that with the majority of the fans, we should be home and dry by now. We should have 8, 9 more points on the board. We should.
Yeah, they should. But that's football. You know what I mean? It doesn't all go to plan.
But it's like what Clive said. We are the best team in the league right now. We have been over the 24, 25 games, whatever it is.
Yeah, but there's 21 games left, is there?
Win 10 more and you're up.
Yeah, but and I think eventually Leeds will get over the line, but it doesn't.
So why sack the manager, George?
It doesn't make it any more easier in the actual moment. You know, you can say we're top of the league, this, that, and the other. Yeah, fine. But we should be beating Hull with 9 minutes left and your 2 goals up. We should be seeing the game out at Ellen Road on New Year's Day, 1-0 up with the last, going into injury time. You shouldn't be drawing that game, So it's all done on results basis. Of course, if we were top at the start, you'd say, oh, yeah, I'd take that. But it's the way the performances have been. And I think that the players don't have the guts for it at all. And the players need digging out, actually, really. More of them than Meslier, because, you looked at Rodon, there was that angle of that second goal where João Pedro puts it in, and he's screaming at Meslier, well, do your job in the first place as well. it was his error. Yeah, he was probably thinking about what he was going to have for his bloody tea. And then, oh, yeah, we've won the game. And, oh, shit, it's just, and then it's just gone to pot, hasn't it, for him? And I do feel sorry for Meslier, really, because, yes, I think he's a poor goalkeeper, and I do think eventually they will.
Do you think he's the new scapegoat of Leeds United?
Yeah, of course he is. But you've got to say,
Bamford. Now all the deflection from Bamford is now Meslier.
Yeah, well, you've got to say though, Arron, that Meslier, he has made some very high-profile mistakes, like you said, and I think he if you're not doing your job correctly in a scenario where you're right in everybody's faces, you're going to get criticism, and I don't think he's dealt with it.
I would say
well, really.
of the mistakes he's made this season, there's only two which stand out for me who've been the real howlers this season. The first one was the Sunderland one when we got 2-2, and the Hull City one. There's only two realistic howlers.
Yeah, but look how many of those sort of errors does the goalkeeper make on a season by season basis?
Yeah,
he's made, isn't it? Exactly, and he's made two of them errors in the space of a season. You don't usually get that many in a season from a goalkeeper that bad. And that is that. Let's be honest, I think Farke should protect him a bit more and just drop the heck out of him, really. Because
but if you drop him, you drop his confidence.
Who cares? He's done. He's finished.
You need a confident goalkeeper to be able to catch the ball.
By a new goalkeeper. If he's confident, even if he's confident, is he confident? He's gone and absolutely.
No, he scares the living daylight out of me. If I'm being honest, when you watch, you think, God, just catch it, and he's punching it.
Exactly. He's not a good goalkeeper. For whatever reason,
one of the best in the championship.
But he's not, because he's not getting the shots at him. You said it yourself. He's stood like a statue at Ellen Road more often.
Majority of the time he is, because we're too good. We're the best team in the bloody league.
So that shows a good goalkeeper, like I said. If he's getting tested not very often and he's making saves, then you think that's a good goalie. If he's buggering it up like he did on Saturday, having not had much off, to do in the whole game, well, he's not concentrating. He's on Aaron Ramsdale levels, looking at pigeons or whatever. Looking at the pigeon, thinking, "Oh, there's a pigeon on the pitch. Oh shit, the goal is scored." That's the thing. That come on. I mean, it's about time they. Yeah, I'm not for digging the players out, but it's about time it's just about time he's gone. It's about time they found another goalkeeper. There's a goalkeeper in Argentina. I don't think they're buying a new goalkeeper, are they? They've said it already, but it's just not good enough. And he's dropping points. He's dropping as points.
Dropping points like counting pigeons.
Well, you knew exactly what was going to happen, Aaron, when that goal went in. You knew exactly what was happening. And I'm screaming at the telly going, "You've won the game. The game was won. And you've gone and done that." I mean, but what can you say?
What can we say is we can't change the past. It's happened, it's done, it's over. We move on to the next game and hope that this doesn't happen again. Hopefully these howlers will be it. There will be one more howler before the end of the season.
Look, he's going to make too many howlers. He's a rubbish goalkeeper, man. He's a poor goalkeeper.
We've got what, 20 games left or whatever it is. We've got to this stage. Look at what we've got to come up against over the next kind of few games. We've obviously got big games against Burnley and Sheffield United. They're going to be huge games where Leeds can really try and get a real stint.
I mean, the next couple.
After those, without judging fate or anything like that, we should be beating those teams other than those two. We should be. I just want to jump into the comments because there's tons coming through, which is brilliant. Jimbo says he still finds it hard. Meslier is still laughing and joking the Sunderland manager after that mistake. It's honestly Carnes than Darlow, says Clive.
I think having said that with that, that was because he was he was his manager at Lorient, wasn't he? And
Yeah.
maybe it was just like, oh heck, I've made a blunder there, but it wasn't the best way to handle it. But again, he just needs to be dropped, and they need to. This is why they need a better roster of goalkeepers. They are talking about Ledesma, aren't they? But again, I don't know. I think that's just a rumor, isn't it?
Okay, right. It's time for everybody's favourite. Well, we actually got a couple of tweets of this. It's time for a bit of Tanaka time. Here we go. Okay, Tanaka time, George. Tanaka. I don't know if you saw over the festive period, his parents were over from Japan, and they've been on the lash with many Leeds United fans on the train. But what's your Tanaka time for this first one of 2025?
I mean, excellent, wasn't it, to see that? I remember, was it at the Derby game on Boxing Day?
It was, yes.
Yeah, they were there, weren't they? And people spotted them, and AO got a goal, didn't he? Of course he did. Lovely goal, wasn't it? He got from from range against Hull. It was a shame it didn't come into 3 points. But again, I'm sticking with the goalkeeper, Aaron. I mean, it has to be. It had to be. This time, it had to be the talk had to be around the goalkeeper, and it's around what the lads are talking about here. And what I want to know, and what I want to, it had to be the goalkeeper today.
Well, we've already ranted about the goalkeeper.
It's ranted about the gokeeper, but it's
not to rant anymore.
No. But I've been ranting all since Saturday about Illan Meslier. But look. Or the man that whatever. But look, I want to talk about, we're talking about the goalkeeper situation. Who is the worst goalkeeper you have seen? We've talked about it here a little bit, Clive and Jimbo. We're talking about Rakubka. We're talking about Felix Wildveld. What is the worst? Let's define it a little bit. What is the worst goalkeeping performance you have seen as a Leeds United fan from a Leeds United
goalkeeper? It's got to be Casilla in the playoff semi-final. That was shocking. He was bad as well.
See, I don't recollect Kiko Casilla. He's just completely wiped from my brain. So, does anybody remember him? What Aaron talked about? But look.
Now, George, if you want to just to spin it into your, I'm not sure Tanaka time, but my God, if you're comparing him to Meslier, Casilla was an absolutely shocker. He had howlers left, right, and centre, that guy.
Well, again, I don't really remember, but you
do remember. You just don't want to admit it. That's the issue.
No, I've permanently erased that man from my memory. So the goalkeeper. I mean, he was poor, but Meslier is poor. Rahubka. What about that one? That Blackpool game, Aaron. That 5-0, was it?
Yeah, that was a bad one as well.
John Shelby had a field day.
Do you know that going back to good goalkeepers which we had? Rob Green wasn't too bad for us, and he had some howlers, well-known howlers in the World Cup and things, didn't he? I don't think it was too bad for us. Obviously, Nigel Martin, Paul Robinson, but Paul Robinson found it difficult, didn't he? When we got relegated for the first time from the Premier League, he found it difficult because it was just shocking in front of him. But
Paul Robinson, he went to Spurs, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, it was an interesting one.
But no, I mean, that's to say about the goalkeepers as well, the good goalkeepers. I mean, I think the good goalkeeper has been very difficult to find, actually, over recent times, and Meslier is definitely not the answer, but where do we get a good goalkeeper? And when was the last time as well we had a good goalkeeper, do you think? Was it Rob Green, in 2017?
I'd say so, yeah. I don't know, it's just... It's a difficult goalkeeper. Goalkeepers are hard to find, good quality ones. You just need like Silvestri again. He was poor. He was a bad one. He wasn't, the best I've seen. If I'm being honest now, if I'm gonna rate the goalkeepers which we've had in the past, I'd say that Meslier isn't that bad. compared to the others which we've had, if I'm being honest.
But
Go on.
Who do you think is the worst goalkeeper we've had in a specific time frame?
Well, in my lifetime, or the worst.
Well, I mean, let's say.
Do you know what? There's too many bad ones to say that. You're probably best looking for which was the best, which I'd say probably Rob Green was decent. Sullivan, which Clive said there. Martin, Robinson. You know, this is my era here, really, of good quality goalkeepers, which we've had at the club. The rest have just been average or poor.
Well, that's it, isn't it? And that says it all. We need another one. Let's get it done in January. Get to the goalkeeper situation, and let's just play with no goalkeeper, because that might be better as well.
Yeah. Clive's Tanaka time is the Tanaka goal. That's my Tanaka time, says Clive, and Jim also says Tanaka.
It was very good. I know it was sad for him that it didn't accumulate in a win, really, because it should have done. But you know what I mean. It was a wonderfully hit goal. We have been waiting for him for quite a while now, and I thought he's looked a little bit off it as well, actually. But you know, and he was subject to a scorning from me the other day because of that on New Year's Day. You know, when he I just felt he didn't do enough in that Blackburn game. You know what I mean? Just switching off. I'm sick of Leeds United switching off when they feel like they've won the game.
Shall I tell you what, can I give you my Tanaka time for this week?
Yes.
It's the freezing Baltic Arctic conditions. I'm sick of it now. I'm sick of the frigging weather. I'm sick of the snow. I'm sick of the ice. You know, when we have a little bit of snow, the whole country closes down. I went to bloody Asda last Saturday and did my food shop. There was nothing on the bloody shelf. So I abandoned it. I took my 6-month-old baby boy, got him out and said, sod this, we're off home. So I just left a hole in Asda and Pudsey, a trolley full of shopping, and just abandoned it because I thought, I haven't got anything. So I went to Morrison's instead. But this is the thing. When the bloody weather, the snow falls and the ice, the country shuts down, it's chaos. I've had enough. No milk, no bread. Everybody is just like panic buying. You know, you can't do anything. It's just depressing. I'm sick of it. People live in Iceland and Russia and other cold places in the world, and they survive. Why can't we?
Well, yeah. I mean, I agree. I mean, I don't mind the snow because it gives me a bit of time off work, to be fair. But other than that, it's very frustrating and
and minus 13, Paul the weatherman. Minus 13. Hang on, but this is the thing. They're all lying. They're all lies, George. They're all lies. I'm ranting now. They're all lies. The Met Office say it was going to be -4. Sky Weather says it could be -6. Paul the bloody weatherman says, minus 13. Or ITV weather -4, -6. It's just ridiculous that none of them can tell me the weather. It's ridiculous.
It's very cold. Let's just say it's very cold.
But I'm sick of it.
You need to stay inside, and the snow doesn't generally turn around for. You know, it came on Sunday. It's now Thursday, Aaron. I mean, you know, when is it gonna go?
Hopefully soon. I'm sick of it.
I don't think it will. I think it'll stick around for another couple of weeks.
Oh God.
Maybe no. Another couple of days. Maybe it'll go on by midweek next week, possibly. Let's wait and see.
There you go. That's Tanaka time for this week. Alrighty then. Okay, George. The January transfer window is open. It's the 9th of January. Sack the board because Leeds have not signed anybody so far in this January transfer window. Come on, George. You're the man in the know. Who are Leeds United signing this January? Not in the summer, just this January. Who are we signing?
Leeds aren't signing anybody, Aaron.
What? We've got big plans for the deadline day special, George.
I know.
We've got Sky, Tim Thornton, you all outside on the road waiting for.
Yes, I'll go and see him again.
Guys.
See my pal again at the end of the end of the month. But no, I don't think there'll be much going on. Actually, unfortunately, I don't believe so. It's very, very quiet I mean, there are one or two, like we saw about Ledesma, the goalkeeper. Leeds aren't signing a goalkeeper. It's all come about because of the error that he made on Saturday. You know, there's whispers of strikers, but really, I don't believe anything will come in. I mean, there'll be Latte Lath. I mean, and why would we go and sign Latte Lath?
We won't sign him, George.
I don't understand.
Whoever's told you that is smoking something very exotic.
Yeah, well, I don't understand it. Why?
Leeds will not sign Middlesbrough. There's not a cat in hell's chance they will let us sign him.
No, they won't. So it's other than that. Yeah, I mean Robbie Cook. But he's 17 years old. Clive. Nobody really cares at this point about that. It's been very quiet, really, and I don't think it will get any louder. I think it'll just go and it'll just pass by. I mean, I've almost forgotten that it's open, really. I mean, we're 9 days in now, really call it 10 now, and then there's nothing been done. So I can't.
Realistically, though, you say that nothing's going to get done. Is there any sniff of something? Anything, George? Come on, give the fans what they want. A sniff of hope.
I mean, I wish I could, but you know what I mean. There's literally been nothing that I've heard. I think maybe if you're looking at a number 10, possibly, the ones that get people's juices going is the names of like Emi Buendia and all that kind of thing.
No chance.
That ain't happening. Things like this aren't going to happen. We need to strengthen. We'll drop a bollock if they don't go and strengthen, but I just don't think they will. And I just haven't heard anything concrete or anything otherwise to suggest that they will. Harrison returning, I'd have it. You know what I mean?
But he won't get in the squad, pal. Let's be honest.
I would.
He wouldn't. Unless he wants to play up front. Jack Harrison returning to Leeds United will not happen until the summer. Jack Harrison, I know Sean, bearing in mind, Sean Dyche has left Everton.
Sean Dyche has gone.
He's gone. Do you want him at Ellen Road, George?
No,
you
no.
Want to sack Park and bring him down?
David Moyes is coming back into Everton, isn't he? So,
that's ridiculous. That is bonk. I know this isn't an Everton podcast, but if I was an Everton fan, I'd be absolutely furious.
No, I don't think I'd mind. They're only a point ahead of the relegation zone, aren't they? So,
but
Everton
step back. Every time you go back for a former manager, it's a step back.
Well, they play tonight, don't they? I mean, I don't know who'll be watching the FA Cup. I think they'll be on now, near enough now.
Do you want to tell if they're playing? I can tell you the score. Well,
they're playing Peterborough, aren't they? So, Ashley Young's son is playing. I don't know if he's
City
playing.
are 1-0 up against Sheffield United. 38 minutes played. There you go. That's the only FA Cup score I can give you.
Yeah, I think they both kick off at 7:45.
Yeah. An Everton fan was on Talk Sport this evening. Was crying. God, why? Sean Dyche, she kept them on. We were linked with Sean Dyche, if I remember, when we said, what's his name? Marsh.
Yes, we did. And look.
Would he solve Ilan Mellier's problems, George, for you?
Sean Dyche?
Yeah.
No. We don't want Sean Dyche. Aaron, what do we want? I don't know. Look, we want a new signing. We want some signings to happen, but I don't think they will.
No. So, yeah. Well, if you're saying nothing, I mean, if you look, George, I completely understand.
If you look now, Aaron, I wish I could give you some exciting news, but people just want them. We want a number 10. We want a striker. But if you're having a look at the news now, nothing is happening.
No.
Nothing is happening. It's all about Latte Laugh, and that's not going to happen.
Let's be realistic. Leeds United will not sign him, number one. A lot of Burnley fans were getting giddy that they signed Ashley Barnes from Norwich, who was a free agent.
I thought they did.
Yeah, they have, and they're getting so excited. This 35 Ashley Barnes is going to fire them to the Premier League. And you think, no, he isn't. He's shit.
No, I mean, he really is, yes.
Yeah. You know, they're getting proper excited. They're like, oh yes, and then all the media outlets going, oh, Burnley have strengthened by signing a striker, and you think, God, it's Ashley Barnes who's 35, probably 36 in the next few weeks. He's useless.
Exactly, and people are going on like, you know, oh, we're not strengthening this. The Sunderland are strengthening.
Well, I wouldn't say that Burnley have strengthened.
No. But that's what the fans are saying, aren't they? And Sunderland have bought that guy from Roma, you know, and he's from Roma and all this and the other. Well, yeah, but if we don't need much, I mean, you look at it, we do need to strengthen. They will drop a bollock if they don't get anybody in, and maybe things will start to come on in the next, 5 or 6 days. But look, I don't expect it to. I think they'll be quite happy internally with how it's going, other than obviously they will be aware of the fans' discontent with, with the Melier situation, the goalkeeper situation. But, generally, I think we probably have enough. They probably think we have enough to get us over the line. I disagree. I think if you've got the availability and the means to do it, you go out and strengthen. We could really do with a striker and a 10. Yeah. Everybody can see it, but I just don't think they'll do it. Arufa, he's still available, yes, as a free agent.
It's pointless now signing free agents or that sort of stuff.
Yeah, no, you want to sign something substantial, and I think Leeds will in the summer, obviously, but we might be in the Premier League by then, so we have to. But I think just it all smells of nothing really happening.
I think, George, you're right. I think there might be one or two who come through the door. There's going to be a couple of outgoings. I think obviously Gelhardt was on the bench, wasn't he? Or was he on the bench for the weekend? I don't know. I can't remember. Yeah. I think so. Obviously, Bamford now is injured for the month. Quite ironically, I don't know why. He's out for till the end of January, which is perfectly timed for him to not get his dream move to Wrexham. I don't know. I think Leeds just need to strengthen now. They just need to get it done. But we do need to strengthen. It's as simple as that.
They do need to strengthen, but they won't do. Like I said,
but ultimately, George, I think what Leeds will do is if they can get over the line with the squad that they've got, they can then really have some major restructuring of the team in the Premier League or indeed in the Championship next year.
This is what they want to do. They'll think they have enough to get over the line. And let's be honest, in a way, we probably do. But I think we just need that extra insurance of a number 10, of a striker in particular. But generally, the fans always want shiny new toys, don't we? And new players and strengthening other areas. But I think, behind the scenes, they're probably quite happy with how things are going, really, in terms of the playing squad that they've got at the disposal. But, and I just can't see anything. I just can't see anything happening, really.
Carl says a great one here. He says an experienced striker who could get us 10 to 15 goals. Even someone coming towards the end of their career, like Leicester had with Vardy last year, had a good second half of the season. Yeah, he was in good form.
Yeah, well, you know who I want to go and see come to Leeds, Aaron?
Go on.
Which would be incredible, really, because it would be incredible in nature. The Incredible Hulk. I would like to see Mr. Hulk come back in from Atletico Mineiro in Brazil. Get him back in and get him scoring the goals in the white shirt of Leeds United,
Okay.
And then he can rip it off and say, I'm so angry.
Like you were doing against Hull when you were so angry. Right, George, while you're laughing, it's time for this. Okay, it is time for trivia challenge time.
It was
5 questions. I didn't put the poll out on Twitter. I must apologise.
I mean, the shirt just ripped.
It's quiz time, George. It's time to do the quiz. Right, George, please call up your comments, please, on your computer. And I've gone with this one. It is FA Cup weekend. FA Cup is somehow started today in the third round on Thursday. They moved it forward now. It should be on a Saturday, but no, the FA are greedy buggers and they stretch it from Thursday to Monday now. It's FA Cup week pretty much. It's FA Cup action. Leeds play Harrogate Town, the mighty Harrogate Town, on Saturday, 5:30 on BBC iPlayer, I believe. So you can watch it there if you're not going to the game. But I have got 5 questions, George, for you, all about Leeds United in the FA Cup. So
fair enough.
And it's a good shout, this one. So here we go. George, give us your answers to these 5 questions. And do as well in the comments. Get involved, please do. So, George, question number 1 for Leeds United in the FA Cup. In the 2009 to 2010 FA Cup, which Premier League team did Leeds United famously defeat at Old Trafford?
Man United.
Oh, I was there. You're correct.
Oh, you went to that one?
Oh, George, it was fabulous. It was a great one. Yes, it did. Yes, it was Manchester United. Well done. During that run, that season, who did Leeds United eliminate in the 4th round? He doesn't know it.
Was it Kettering?
In the 4th round in that cup season, who was it? Who did they beat?
Wasn't it not Kettering?
No, you're not listening to me. So I'll read you the question. During the 2009 to 2010 FA Cup run, which team eliminated Leeds United in the 4th round?
It was Spurs.
It was Spurs. Well done to Jim.
On a replay. I went to the replay.
Good as well. Yeah. It was a worldie from it was the bald guy who scored a worldie. Was it the bald guy? I can't remember. Was it Bradley?
No, Defoe. I'm sure Defoe.
No,
scored.
Leeds scored.
Oh, it was
Bradley Johnson.
No, Becchio scored.
I don't know, somebody that comments to say that.
Becchio scored. I think we equalised. Becchio scored.
Okay.
And then we ended up losing. I think Defoe might have scored a hat-trick, actually.
Yeah. Okay. In the 2016-2017 FA Cup round, Leeds United were knocked out by which non-league side in the 4th round? In the 4th round of the 16-17 Cup.
I don't know. Was it? No, it was Sutton.
It was, yes.
On a plastic pitch, they scored that penalty.
That's it, yes. Sutton got it as well. Jimbo said that with the fat keeper. We should go and sign him. We could eat pies on TV. I think that was something to do with that, wasn't he? Did he eat pies or something?
Yeah, it was him, wasn't it? Yeah, that was him. He didn't play, did he, that game? But
no. Okay, here's another one. So in the 2009 to 2010 FA Cup campaign, who was Leeds United's top scorer in the FA Cup?
It's got to be Beckford, hasn't it?
It is Beckford. You're doing 4 out of 4. You're doing really well here, George. And then question 5. In the 2020 to 2021 FA Cup, which League 2 team caused an upset by defeating Leeds United in the 3rd round?
2021?
Yes.
It was Crawley Town.
It was, and for a bonus point, I'm being really generous here, George. Which celebrity was named as a player for Crawley Town who could have faced us at that time?
It was Mark Wright. His brother played as well. His brother played for the team. He was a professional footballer. Mark Wright was some kind of publicity stunt.
And the long-running joke is that he has a very nice wife and a very nice lady.
I think he did. I think he did play, didn't he? I think he did play. Did he?
Yes.
He came on for the last few minutes, maybe, but I think they beat us 3-0. Was it?
Yeah, they did. Yes, I was obsessed.
I can't believe it.
Well, congratulations to them as well, by the way. They're having a baby.
Are they really?
So,
well, congratulations to him and
well done, Mark Wright. This is right.
Is she married? I don't know. Are they married?
I think so. I have no idea. Casters, haven't we got a great recent history of the Cups? Yeah. So, do you know what, George? 6 out of 5. So you got an extra bonus point. Let us know how you got on in the comments with those as well. So 6 out of 5, George. Not too bad. There you go. That's the end of the trivia. So, George, we play Harrogate Town in the mighty Harrogate Town on Saturday in the FA Cup third round. We're at Ellen Road. I don't know if it's a sellout, but I know Harrogate Town have sold their allocation. They've got part of the South Stand and the away area at Ellen Road. The Ben Parker Derby, as Jerry keeps calling it. But yes, the Harrogate Town at home. George, what are we thinking for this?
What am I thinking for this game? I'm thinking, yeah, look, we're going to win that game, aren't we?
What are you laughing at, first of all? I want to know what you're laughing at.
Yeah, we're going to win that game, aren't we? I think it'll be maybe 3-0. I think, you'd be disappointed if we went out, particularly at Ellen Road. I think if it was at Harrogate, then I think you might have a little bit of a difficult ride. To me, I would prefer a league game so we can get that Hull City match out of our systems. Unfortunately, we're going to have to wait till a week on Saturday, aren't we, till Sheffield Wednesday at home. So, yeah, it does. I don't know why it's keep going in and out, Jim, but it's strange, isn't it? But yeah, I think we win that game. We win that game. I'm not worried about it. What time is it, Aaron? Did you say
5:30? It's live on BBC iPlayer.
Right.
So you can watch it.
Yeah, so that'll be good. I mean, that'll be good. I'll watch that one and we'll enjoy it. And the pressure's always off on a cup game, isn't it? Even though the cup is traditionally, giant killings and all this kind of stuff. You do feel a little bit of pressure off, even if it's against. It's a great occasion for. Well,
we've played Harrogate numerous times in pre-season friendlies, don't we?
Yeah, we do. But it's a great occasion for them, I think, to play them. Leeds. A lot of the Harrogate lads might even live in Leeds. I don't know. Who knows? I mean, it's a League Two side, isn't it? They're a professional side, aren't they? So
if you want some odds, if you fancy a pound betting, Leeds are 16-1 on to win the game on Saturday. And if you fancy having a little bet, Jimbo, please do bet responsibly. I need to say that for the podcasters. 22-1 to win at Ellen Road. And remember, there's no replays at this stage either, so it can, it's just, anyway. Yeah, goal 9-1, Kensington goal 4-0, Darlow goal 2-1. And Carl says, if Darlow 5-0, Bellier plays with the 5-4 win. God, crazy. Harrogate are in poor form, Rogers. They're pretty much bottom of League Two. They're struggling for goals. They're struggling for points on the board. Absolutely. All of Harrogate Town are Leeds United fans anyway. I know a lot of Leeds players live in Harrogate. I think Alex doesn't out and about in Harrogate. But yeah, it should not be a problem. We should easily win this one. But do you know what? I don't care if we draw and get knocked out on penalties.
No, I mean, look,
we're not going to win it.
We're not going to win the cup, but I think we'll definitely win this game. I think they won the last game at Barrow, but other than that, the no wins in 8. No wins in 8. Before that win on Saturday against Barrow.
Well, so you know what that means, George. They will probably beat us 1-0.
Well, I mean, if you look at the team, it's poor. I don't even know who Simon Weaver. I don't know who he is, but yeah, he's the manager. So God knows, but they're a poor side, and really at Ellen Road, we should wipe the floor with them. Like you said, all the boys near enough. Most of them will live in Harrogate, won't they? To be fair,
lovely part of the world is Harrogate.
It is. It's a lovely place, but I think they'll probably, a lot of them will live there. A lot of the Harrogate lads, like I said, they might live in the Leeds area, like Leeds. They might live in Leeds. So I don't know, but yeah, we cannot lose this match, really. I mean, it means not a great deal to me, but I think, because I don't know a great deal of Harrogate town people or Harrogate.
They've got a lovely tea room. That's about it. And I think
it's a lovely little stadium, to be fair.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's a shame that they couldn't get the replay, get us back there. But it's one of those. For me, I don't see this being a problem for Leeds. I can see them winning comfortably 3-4, 5-0. Could be.
Yeah, they should do.
Depends which Leeds turn up. If you make wholesale changes, I know that the comments got to see Schmidt and Gula Voge to make that, to get in there. Yeah, give them a go, see what they're like, and
look, if Schmidt can't get in this game against the League Two opposition at Ellen Road, then you do wonder what his kind of stance in the team is really. Yeah. So I would make wholesale changes. Yes.
Yeah, I would. It's going to be one of those. Okay, so go on then, George. Give us a prediction.
Well, I'm going to go with 3-0. I'll go with 3-0. Yeah.
I'll go 2 more. I'll go 5-1. 5-1. They'll have a goal in them. 5-1 or 5-0, one of those. Well, George, that's good. I just want to take a little bit of time to say thank you to everybody who subscribed to us on our channel, a new venture. We've been going about 6 months now, haven't we, George? And this is good. We'd love to get over the 100 mark on YouTube. So if you are watching live on YouTube, please do consider giving us a like and a subscribe. If you could do share it with your friends, that'd be even better. Just gives us that little bit of push to do more content for you. But I'm really impressed, George, with the people who listen to us around the world, George. So just a quick whistle-stop tour through our podcast providers. George, we've smashed 5,000 downloads since we're doing this. So that I think that's quite impressive to say that we don't say hammer it, anything like that. So it's nice. It's going strong. Do you want to hear the weirdest place which has downloaded our podcast?
Yeah, go. Yeah, I would. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Well, Osaka. We've got somebody in Japan has listened to us. Maybe it's because we did Tanaka Time. So
it could be, couldn't it?
Wow. Is listening to us, which is good. Springfield, Baltimore. We're quite big in America. I don't know why. Bradford, of course. Don't forget Bradford. They're like a little download of our little show. Dublin, we're quite big in Ireland as well, which is good. But go on in, George. I want to give you a couple of. Just give us the name of the country where these are. Believe it or not, somebody has listened to us in Georgetown, George.
Oh yes,
Georgetown. Do you know where that is?
I don't. I think it's
4 downloads.
Is it South Africa?
It's not South Africa. In Georgetown, I will kid you not. I will take a photo and I'll put this out and we'll send it to you. 4 people have downloaded the show in Georgetown, and I just like the idea that it's just called Georgetown.
Is it the Caribbean?
It is in that area. It's the Cayman Islands,
yes.
Which I think is hilarious. And I'm just looking at it now. Loads of Sophia in Bulgaria. So who God, Liam Cooper could be listening to us. Tokyo as well in Japan. That's shot up over the last couple of weeks. Wigton in the UK. Ilford, Cambridge, Brent, Bolton, Basel in Switzerland. Brady might be listening to us. It's just tons and tons. So I'll actually put out the map of where our downloads have been hit for people to have a little look at, because I think it's quite interesting. Looking at all the places in the world. We still haven't hit South America though, George. So
it's a real
Brazil
shame.
Ball.
Yeah. Yes, Brazil ball will be coming back in the next sort of 5 or 6 weeks, I guess. So keep an eye on that, and keep an eye on the Brazilian football. It starts again in April, so plenty of things going on in there.
And just jumping on the Liam Cooper thing. Liam Cooper knew from our LS11 days that I was his biggest fan, and he's clearly subscribed to us and listening to us.
Yes, a good man back in Leeds.
Good man. Yeah, it was
for the game on New Year's Day. So fair play to him.
From me and George, I just want to say thank you to everybody who listens to us. Please do. I will not, Jimbo. I will not pay for George.
Yes, that's a great idea, Jimbo. Get your wallet out.
You will need to get if you want to go. I will happily pay for you to go to Brazil if we can get the show likes. I'm not even going to say 100, 500,000. If we can get 1 million people subscribed on YouTube, then I will pay for you to go to Brazil and do a show live from there.
Fair enough.
But that will never happen, so it doesn't matter.
You never know.
Never.
You never know.
So yeah, I just want to say thank you to everybody who subscribes and listens to us on the podcast. And if you are listening to us on the podcast, you can listen to us live and interact with us on YouTube each week. Please do follow us on X if you want to. But other than that, George, thank you very much. Are you doing dry January?
Well, to be fair, I mean, I'm not actively doing it. I don't drink a great deal anyway, so I don't think I have had any alcohol so far in January. So
no. Me neither.
Yes.
It's dry January for me. 9 days in. So
good. Well, that's good. That's a good kind of way to go. Good way to start. And can you do a dry February as well and a dry March?
No.
Oh, well then.
Anyway, George, what are you doing on your channel? Just give us a quick shout out for yours.
Oh, yes. I mean, there's plenty. Well, there's not. I mean, yeah, there'll be a review, maybe. There'll be a preview, maybe tomorrow of the FA Cup game. There'll be my thoughts on it afterwards as well. I'm trying to do rumours, but there isn't a great deal of rumours going on, if I'm being honest. So there's not much of that going on. But the regular stuff, try and get 1 or 2 people on over the next few weeks, maybe, to try and talk about their own teams, other players that we might be linked with also, because there is one link coming out of Switzerland that I'm pretty interested to see what might happen with, but I don't think it's a serious link, so I'm a little bit kind of in 2 minds about calling this man up and saying, hey, come and talk to us about him, because I don't think it might be relevant, really. So let's wait and see. But yeah, there's all the usual things going on, Aaron. Give it a like, give it a follow. I noticed that the odd couple of new subscribers over the last couple of weeks, so that's always nice to see. Please stick around, listen to it if you want to.
Yeah, and don't forget as well, myself and Jerry will be back to preview review match reaction with Harrogate Town with Jerry and me, and who knows, we'll have a special guest on that one, George. I will say no more. Thank you very much, guys, and we will see you next week.